Yo, what's up everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you all my settings. I'm going to go through pretty much everything like in-game settings and also my video settings as well. So yeah, let's just get into it, I guess. Starting off with sensitivity, I play on 400 DPI. I'm on 2.8 at the moment, but I do tend to change this a lot. So if you're ever wondering what it is at the time, you can use the command in my Twitch chat. I play on 0.9 ADS as well. All my keybinds are pretty standard. Honestly, I use Q for my tactical, Z for my alt, E to interact. I use Alt for my inventory and Tab for my map, and I use the bottom mouse button, this one here, for my melee. Other than that, I'd say it's pretty normal, pretty standard. For this, I use compact because if you see over here when I hover over this, it only has just a little bit of like a, I guess, overlay. Whereas if you change it to default, it's quite big, and I just prefer to have it like this. It's not nearly as intrusive. Button hints off because it just looks a little nicer at the bottom. You don't have like the keys underneath each ability. For the damage feedback, I like to have X with the shield icons, and for damage numbers I just have stacking. I tried the others and I wasn't really a fan. I like to have the auto cycle on empty off just because I like to have control over what weapon I have at one time. Sometimes I kind of get lost if it switches it for me. I just like to be in control. I have auto sprint off just because I like that I can walk around like this. I'm not going to be always running around like this. You just kind of get the chance to walk around and be a little bit slower. It's a lot quieter as well. It's also nice for shooting, so when you're running and you try and shoot, there's a little bit of delay. But if you're walking, that delay doesn't happen, so it's just a little nicer. For the taking damage closes death box, I like to have it off just because I don't like it kicking me out when I'm taking damage. It's nice for like shield swapping and that. Streamer mode I have on because I kind of like, so like if I knock someone from a distance and I can't really tell what character it was, with this it tells me what character it was, so it's just a little nicer. I like to know what player I've downed and cracked and that. And for my reticle, I use a green reticle. I use 154, 255 and 154. For colorblind I use Tritanopia. It just makes the game a little bit more like just vibrant, and I don't know, I think I just prefer it. I've used all the other ones and I always tend to go back to this, so yeah, right now I'm using Tritanopia. And that's pretty much everything here for the gameplay tab. For video, I like to play on full screen just because it runs best on full screen. My res, I play on 1680 by 1050, so it's just a little bit stretched, not too much, but yeah, I play on stretched res. For brightness, I play on 66%, and my FOV is actually 120. It says 110 here, but it's actually 120. See, if I change something like here real quick, you can see it zooms in, and I press a key, and it zooms back out. So this is 120 FOV. For the FOV scaling, I have that off, and the sprint shake I have on minimal. I have no VSync on, and I have this on. I don't really know what this does, but I just leave it on, so yeah. No anti-aliasing. I usually play on this. I just changed it for the FOV I've shown you. I usually play on the insane. And everything else is at the bottom, just the lowest it can be, because I much prefer performance over quality. Audio, I normally play on like 70, 75, but right now I just have it down here. And yeah, that is pretty much it for all my settings here. Onto my video settings, I use the performance thing. You have to go down here and slide it all the way over to performance, and that should increase your FPS a little bit. It just makes it run a lot nicer. 3D settings, I have a lot of this changed usually for like better FPS or lower input, so you can try these out if you want to. Resolution, I just play on 1920 by 1080 on the desktop. for my color settings, all of this is default, and for the digital vibrance, I use 75%. I just like the brightness of it. It just looks really nice, a lot less dull compared to normal Apex colors, I think. For this stuff, I have full screen, and my perform scaling is on GPU, and I have this override scaling mode checked. And again, 1920 by 1080 on 240 Hz. Onto my peripherals, I use the Logitech G Pro Superlight for my mouse. I haven't used a whole lot of mice, but this is definitely the best one I've used. For my mousepad, I'm using right now the Zowie GSR-SE. I do tend to change my mousepad quite a lot. I'll try and list every mousepad I've tried in the comments, or in the description, sorry. There is quite a few I've tried. For my keyboard, I'm using the Ducky 1.2 Mini with I think silver switches I'm using. It's a 60% keyboard, so it just gives me more room for my mousepad. A lot smaller. I don't really use the arrow keys on the TKL or the number pad on the normal side, so yeah, 60% is good for me. For my audio, I'm using the HyperX Cloud earbuds. I have used headsets in the past, but earbuds are just a lot more comfortable for me, so yeah, I tend to lean more towards using earbuds than headphones. Plus, because I wear glasses, it also is nice not to have them being crushed into the side of your skull, which is a nice bonus. The webcam I'm using for mouse cam is the Logitech C920. I got that quite recently, and yeah, seems to be working pretty good. My microphone is the Tenor Q9, I think it's called. It's not too expensive. It comes with like an arm and everything, and yeah, I don't think it sounds too bad. My monitor is a Alienware 240 Hz. Again, I'm not really sure the specific model number or anything, but I'll have it linked down in the description. I'll have my PC specs listed in the description. There's quite a lot, and I cannot remember for the life of me off the top of my head what they are. But yeah, if you're interested, they'll be in the description. So yeah, that's pretty much all my peripherals. I'll put a picture up now of my setup if you're curious what it looks like. If you're not, then you know, I guess skip forward or something. But yeah, if you're wondering what it looks like, there you go. So yeah, that's pretty much all my settings and peripherals covered. If I miss anything, or if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. I'll definitely read it. I read every comment, and yeah, I'll try and reply to you. And yeah, like I said, PC specs will be in the description. Monitor settings will be in the description. Yeah, that is pretty much everything. Peace out.